The top two teams in the Eastern Conference went head-to-head when the Philadelphia 76ers hosted the Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday night. The teams entered the evening with the same exact record, 37-17, and they had split the first two meetings of the campaign. So, the third matchup was extremely important for a couple of reasons. The winning team would take a full game lead over the other in the standings, and they would also hold the season tiebreaker, as the teams won't meet again during the regular season. Given the stakes, some even made the case that it was the most important game of the regular season to this point. Unfortunately, injury issues sucked a lot of juice out of the contest and robbed us of seeing the East's best teams compete at full strength. The Nets entered the evening extremely shorthanded as they were without a plethora of key contributors including Kevin Durant, James Harden, Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge. The Sixers were without backup big man Dwight Howard, who missed his first game of the season with left knee soreness. Given how shorthanded they were, the Nets deserve a lot of credit for continuing to fight and keeping the game close all the way until the end, despite the fact that the Sixers opened up a 20-point lead in the third quarter. Ultimately though, the Sixers, and specifically all-star center Joel Embiid, proved to be too tough to topple for the Nets without their full complement of stars. Despite almost giving the game away, Philadelphia pulled out a 123-117 win to secure the tiebreaker with the Nets, and the top seed in the East for the time being. Embiid led the way for Philly with a dominant 39-point, 13-rebound performance, while Tobias Harris added 26 points and 5 rebounds of his own. Kyrie Irving put on a show in the loss and he paced the Nets with 37 points and 9 assists. Here's a look at 3 key takeaways from the game. I'm running out of things to say about Embiid in these recaps. Seemingly every game, regardless of the opponent, it's the same story. Embiid physically dominates the opposition to the point that they are forced to foul him, over and over again, because if they don't, he's going to score. Wednesday night was no different. Embiid didn't have his best shooting night, just 13 of 29 from the floor, but he shot 11 free throws and made 10 of them. Embiid, in fact, is averaging more free throw attempts per 36 minutes than any other player in NBA history. Embiid has a combination of size and skill that the league just hasn't seen before, and this season he's starting to realize his full potential. When it comes to the MVP race, I wrote this about Embiid after he dominated the Mavericks earlier this week, and it still applies. After dropping out of the top 5, Embiid moved back up to third in the most recent edition, MVP ladder. As long as he remains healthy and continues to play like he has all season, he could potentially still win the award.